So you made the grave mistake of picking MEE6 as your leveling bot, and now you're stuck with it. You can't do anything with it because, of course, if you want to do anything with MEE6, you have to pay money, which I think is ridiculous. So I'm going to show you a bot that will allow you to import your MEE6 levels, which will allow you to save your leaderboard, and no one will get mad at you, which is great. That's a fantastic feeling. Everyone gets mad at me. Anyways, so what you need to do first is we actually need to go to our MEE6 dashboard, we need to go to leaderboard, and we need to make sure that our leaderboard is public. That's because the bot needs to see our leaderboard to do all the fancy shenanigans. Next up, we go to the second link in the description and we see Pepe Manager. We want to invite the bot, then we need to add it to our super cool server. Click continue, click authorize, click I am human. Basic stuff, just add it to your server. Then once you do that, just go back to Pepe Manager, just so you can go to the dashboard later on when you actually need to configure stuff. Anyways, sign in, all that basic stuff. I mean, it's not too hard to get to the dashboard, but I'm an idiot, so it might be. Anyways, so what we need to do is we need to go back into our Discord, we need to go to our server settings, we need to go to roles, and we want to drag Pepe Manager above MEE6, then click Save Changes, click Escape. Then we need to go to user settings, we need to go to advanced, and we need to enable developer mode. That's so we can actually get our server's ID, so we can use the super fancy MEE6 import command. We're going to do MEE6 import. Then we want to right click on our server, click copy ID, add a space, paste in your ID. Then after you put in the ID, we want to put a space. Then we're going to have an option. Now, this option is basically what level do you want to import? Like, what is the lowest possible level you want to import? So since there's not a lot of people on the server, as you can tell, it's just me and my two bot friends, I'm going to pick level 1. And that basically means that anyone above level 1 will have their MEE6 leveling imported to Pepe Manager. Now, if you have a massive server, 100 people, 1,000 people, then you definitely need to limit this to something higher. So if you had 100 people, you'd probably want to set this number to 5. And what that means is that anyone above level 5 will have their leaderboard or their XP imported to the new bot, Pepe Manager, but anyone below that won't. It's really up to you. Chances are you'll probably mess it up and it'll make you wait 12 hours. Just like what I did. I actually tried recording this. If I press enter, it'll say you need to wait 12 hours. But basically, if you already have your MEE6 leaderboard public and you run this command, you press yes, it'll import it. And it will tell you that if you already have levels with Pepe Manager, it will wipe them. So basically, if you added this bot, waited a week, and then did this MEE6 import, it would have wiped that week's worth of XP that people gained. So anyways, that's the easiest way of getting rid of MEE6. So finally, you can kick it. Adios, amigos, you suck. And then we're going to go to our dashboard to go through the settings of this bot. So you know how I started my command with P exclamation mark? That's actually the bot prefix. So you can change it to whatever, I don't know, question mark, exclamation mark, hashtag, @ do whatever the heck you want. I wouldn't do hashtag or @ that's pretty stupid. I'm just going to leave it as P exclamation mark because I'm going to assume that half of you won't change the prefix. Also keep in mind that at some point this will probably switch to a slash command. So just, I don't know, use your brain or whatever. Alright, so abrupt cut, but basically what I did is I just added a couple of channels. I'm going to have a bot commands channel that'll allow people to actually use the Pepe Manager bot commands. And then I'm also going to have a memes channel where I don't want people to earn XP in. I also don't want people to earn XP in bot commands because people are just going to spam bot commands and it's annoying. So what I'm going to do is at the very start, I'm going to have this option of blacklisted channels. And these are basically channels that the bot won't respond to commands in. So I don't want people spamming bot commands in the general chat and also in memes. So I'm going to blacklist those channels. I'm going to make it so that bot commands is not blacklisted. And that'll allow me to use this bot's command and bot commands. Pretty straightforward. We're going to click save. Then we're going to go to leveling. And this is where you change all your little fancy dancy thingy things. So XP response channel, that's going to go in a custom channel, or you could also just do a DM if you want. Really up to you. I think, I don't know, DM kind of makes sense, but if you don't want to DM people because it's annoying, then just do custom channel. You want to add the bot commands channel. Make sure you also enable leveling, duh. So next up we can actually customize our XP message. Now basically I'm going to do a very brief rundown. If you want to get into the nitty gritty, you can just click on the question mark and it'll tell you how to set up and customize a level message. Yes, you'll have to read, I'm sorry. But basically what it's doing is that it's sending a custom emoji. So this is the emoji ID. And to do that, all you need to do is just, I don't know, find some emoji. So in this case, it's this emoji here. I'm just going to go in front of it, then put in this little icon here, and then just press enter. and I'll get this whole entire code here. All I need to do is just copy this, and then I'm going to paste it in right here. Pretty straightforward. Then user has it reached level, and then level that's going to be bolded. All that stuff you can figure out later. Next up, stack XP roles, pretty straightforward. XP multiplier priority, just leave this disabled. XP and threads, it's up to you. Do you want people to earn XP and threads? Sure, why not? Next up is XP roles, and this is where we actually configure our XP level rewards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter a level to reward roles to. Now, if I go back to my Discord server, go to server settings and go to roles, I have a level 5. Ooh, that was not configured, right? I have a level 5, a level 10, a level 20, and a level 50. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard, do 5, click add. Then I'm going to add a role, level 5. Then I'm going to go level 10, click that button, add level 10. I have to scroll down a whole lot more than I thought. 20, and just repeat it all the way until you've done every single role level that you want. You could be insane and crazy and do every single level as a role. That would be stupid though. So next up is XP multipliers. Now, one very important thing is that if you want this bot to have the same scaling as MEE6, we want to go to global, click add, then we want to change this to 0.65. If you look in the documentation, then it also has different levels of scaling. So Amari bot is that, Atlas is that, Arcane is that, and MEE6 is that. You can change it, and all the stuff's in the documentation. But if you wanted to act like MEE6, you need to have a global multiplier of 0.65. Now, what is a global multiplier? Well, basically, every single message sent on anywhere in the server will scale with their XP by 0.65. Basically, you'll earn less XP than before, but it'll match the same scaling as MEE6. I can't explain it any better. Next up, we have channels. This means that you could have a channel that earns double XP. In this case, if you really want to promote people using the general channel to talk, then you want to add a channel, then you want to do general channel. And in this case, you would change the multiplier to like 1.25 for 25% more XP, or you could have you could have 2 for double the XP. In this case, I'm going to do 1.25 because if I can't say 2 and I say do instead, then maybe I don't know where I'm going with that. Next up is role. So role basically allows you to have like a double XP role or a VIP role. A really great way of using this is actually adding a role, and then you add 1.5 times XP, and then you change this role to your server boosters. Now, since no one's boosted my server yet, because it's just myself and my server, then I won't have this role. But if someone boosts your server, you'll have a server booster role, just like in my main server, you have server booster. This is actually created automatically by Discord, but if you do have that role, then you can select it. And now when people boost, they get more XP, and it incentivizes people boosting. Crazy. Anyways, I'm just going to set it to like level 50 or something just to have it as an example. Next up, we have XP blacklisted channels. And remember what I was talking about with, I don't want people earning XP by sending garbage memes in the meme channel or spamming in bot commands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my memes channel, my bot commands channel are blacklisted. So add bot commands and add memes. What you can also do though is use something called a whitelist, which basically means what channels do you want people to earn XP in. So basically, I'm going to break it down very easy. In this case, if we have a blacklist, we want to select channels we don't want people earning XP in. So bot commands and memes. If we use whitelist, then we need to remove these and make it so that people only earn XP in the general channel. Now next up is disallowed prefixes. Basically you can add all your bot prefixes to this. So in this case, if you had like Dino, you do exclamation mark and you can add it. And basically what this will do is that anyone who's using commands or starts a message with an exclamation mark, they won't get any XP for it. So just in case you didn't set up all your blacklisted channels and your permissions right for commands, then you could just use this. It's a very easy way. You don't have to use your brain, but you just add different bot prefixes so people don't earn XP for talking to the bot. Now next up is top XP role, and basically anyone that has the highest XP will have this role. So this would be, I don't know, something you could say like no text to speech is sugar daddy or sugar mama or a sugar person if you want to be more gender neutral. In this case, I'm just going to pick Pepe Manager. This is a stupid idea, but you could just have a top XP role. So whoever has the highest XP on the server will have this special role for them, which I think is actually pretty cool. Next up is no XP roles. pretty straightforward. Just add a role that you don't want people to earn XP with. So you could do muted. So if someone's muted, or maybe XP banned or something, or owner of the server, you can make it so you don't get XP. And finally, we have auto reset levels. Now, basically what this means is that if someone leaves, it'll reset their levels. If someone gets banned, it'll reset their levels. If someone gets banned or leaves, then it'll reset their levels, or you can just have it as none. So if people leave and then come back, they're not going to lose all their progress. Now, if you want my true opinion, if you want to be a saint and not a complete piece of garbage as a Discord server owner, just leave it as none, because sometimes people will leave your server. You know, maybe there's just too much spam, and then they'll come back, and you want them to come back because, you know, maybe they're a good person. I don't know what I'm going on about. Next up, leaderboard vanity. I'm going to do no text to speech, so no one else can take it, because I swear to God, someone's going to take it, and my life's going to be ruined. Now, once you're done on this page, once again, always click the big save button. If you don't click the save button, you're going to get destroyed, okay? Next up is Autorole. Now, Autorole is pretty straightforward. If someone joins the server, you can set a timer between 1 and 30 minutes to give them a role. Yeah, you can figure that out yourself. Now, next up is the Milestones section of the dashboard, and basically milestones are just a way to announce to your server that, wow, the 100th or the 200th person joined the server. You could set the interval here, which basically means how many members need to join before it'll announce again. So every 100 members, it'll announce that, oh, you had the 200th member join. Really up to you. You can also give them roles for it, which I think is pretty cool. And you can set a channel that it announces in. I'm going to skip it. Feel free to go over it. Emoji list. It just lists all your emojis. Wow, crazy, right? And then mention cooldown. Now, I had no idea what this did until I read the documentation 5 minutes ago, so bear with me if the explanation is garbage. Basically, let's say you had a staff role that was pingable by anyone. If there was a problem in chat, people could ping staff role. For example, 2 adolescent teenagers are talking about whether or not the heat death of the universe is inevitable, or if we live in a simulation. Now, those are 2 very different opinions, and of course there's going to be discourse because no one can act like mature human beings on Discord. So, at some point, someone's going to drop some pretty mean words like, you poopy butt, or you fart face. And someone's going to ping staff because that's just unacceptable in my Christian Discord server. So, someone's going to ping staff. What this does is basically makes it so that if someone pings your staff role won't be pingable for 10 minutes after that. So it doesn't allow people to ping staff 1,000 times just to get your attention. God, we all want validation in this world. So what you need to do is you just need to set your cooldown between 5 and 30 minutes. I really hate my server, so I'm going to pick 30 minutes. Then I'm going to pick a role. In this case, I don't have a staff role on my temporary Discord server because I just can't think that far ahead in the future. So I'm going to pick Pepe Manager, and let's assume that's my staff role. So if someone cries like a little whiny kid in the general chat and pings staff, he won't be able to ping me again for 30 minutes. This is a game changer. Anyways, click save once you want to save your settings. And next up, there's miscellaneous. That's cool. Okay, now here comes the tail end of the tutorial. It's all the commands you can use. Now, if I went over every single command, this video would be 30 hours long and I'd probably be dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you, do $!help. You'll get a whole bunch of commands. Click on the docs button, open up the documentation, scroll down, and these leveling commands are the main ones you're probably going to use. You also have image commands and other things if you really want. But basically, your leveling commands here are going to be the most important. So you can set someone's XP, so you do $!set XP, then you paste in the user's ID, so right click on the user, copy ID. You can also mention them. Mentioning them is kind of boring and annoying. And I'm going to set their my XP to like, I don't know, 50,000. Kaboom, I'm now level 32. Suck on that. I'm gamer now. Anyways, how do you remove the bot? Just kick it. That's pretty straightforward and easy. Anyways, that's basically it. That's how you configure the bot, get rid of MEE6. Today's a great day now because I don't have to deal with MEE6 anymore. Goodness. Wow. Life changing. Anyways, sweetheart, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my beautiful sunny Saturday by not going outside. I love you. Mwah.